anything that I say, no matter how crazy, Usha has to smile and laugh and celebrate it.
J.D. Vance, senator, conservative figure, and one of the loudest names in politics, has apparently just publicly apologized to his wife after that viral Erika Kirk scandal.
J.D. Vance, Ohio senator, and one of the most talked about conservative figures today, has issued a public apology to his wife, Usha, after a viral incident involving Erika Kirk. What started as a simple on-stage hug exploded into a national spectacle, sparking debates about politics, loyalty, and the power of social media. In this video, we're diving into the scandal that's captured the internet's attention. From the moment J.D. Vance hugged Erika Kirk to the public apology that went viral, we'll examine every angle: social media reactions, political implications, and the personal toll of living life under a microscope in the digital age. It all began at a Turning Point USA event, where Erika Kirk, widow of Charlie Kirk, introduced J.D. Vance to the stage. During her speech, she noted how she saw similarities between J.D. and her late husband, a comment that was innocent enough in context. Then came the hug on the surface. It was a simple, friendly gesture. But social media has a way of magnifying even the smallest moments. A few seconds of body language analysis, slow motion replays, and endless speculation turned a hug into a national conversation. Some called it awkward, some called it suspicious, and others just saw it as completely harmless. The internet, however, doesn't operate on nuance. Within hours, TikTok clips of the hug began circulating with captions like, "You can't tell me this is normal," and "Usha's watching this somewhere." Suddenly, J.D. Vance and Erika Kirk were trending side by side, their names intertwined in viral debates, memes, and endless theories. The reactions were immediate and intense. Reddit threads dedicated to dissecting Usha Vance's expressions appeared. Fans scrutinized her posture, her eyes, even the slightest facial expressions at public events, hoping for a clue as to her thoughts on the interaction. On TikTok and X, Twitter, users began creating reaction videos, some with slow-motion replays set to dramatic music. Others took candid photos of Usha from past events, captioning them with lines like, "She knows," implying awareness and silent judgment. Political commentators jumped in too, framing it as a case study in the dangers of public life. Some described it as the consequences of mixing politics with pop culture. The hashtag trends became endless, with clips being remixed, edited, and captioned for maximum virality. Suddenly, the story wasn't just about a hug. It was about perception, loyalty, and the cost of visibility in the modern era. And at the center of it all were three people: J.D., Usha, and Erika, living in a narrative written by millions of strangers. Weeks after the viral moment, J.D. Vance addressed the issue indirectly during a speech. While speaking about family, faith, and the pressures of public life, he said, "Sometimes in public life, the people we love pay the price for our visibility, and that's something I deeply regret." The statement, brief but poignant, instantly went viral. Clips of the apology were shared across platforms, with captions declaring that J.D. Vance had publicly apologized to his wife after the Erika Kirk scandal. News outlets quickly followed, spinning the moment in their own ways, some calling it heartfelt, others claiming it was strategic optics designed to control the narrative. The timing of the apology was critical. J.D.'s words struck at the heart of public perception, positioning him as a devoted husband, acknowledging the sacrifices of family life under the scrutiny of media and social media alike. Usha Vance had largely remained silent throughout the online storm. That silence, ironically, only fueled speculation. Every public appearance was dissected for signs of anger, disappointment, or forgiveness. When she finally spoke at a community event, it was calm, measured, and composed. She emphasized forgiveness and grace, stating, "Grace means staying grounded when the world misjudges your heart." That one sentence became viral in its own right. Many interpreted it as a direct acknowledgement of J.D.'s apology and confirmation that she had accepted it. Others viewed it as a subtle message to the public about resilience and composure in the face of scrutiny. Her presence and statements shifted the narrative. No longer was she a passive figure in the story. Usha became a symbol of dignity and strength, showing that grace under pressure can change public perception almost overnight. Meanwhile, Erika Kirk largely disappeared from the public eye. She didn't give interviews or post online statements addressing the hug or the subsequent viral storm. But social media didn't let her disappear. Fans and critics alike revisited old clips and quotes, turning unrelated posts into points of discussion or controversy. Every photo she shared received comments referencing JD or Usha. Her silence became a double-edged sword, protecting her from missteps while keeping her a focal point in the ongoing narrative. This illustrates the modern dilemma of public life. Even when you choose silence, algorithms and social media culture ensure you remain part of the story. The reactions to JD's apology were polarized. On one side, supporters praised him for acknowledging the personal costs of public life and showing devotion to family. Headlines read, "JD Vance prioritizes his wife and family, a rare move in politics." On the other side, critics argued it was calculated, a carefully crafted message designed to restore his image after a viral moment that threatened to dominate headlines. Tweets circulated claiming, "JD isn't sorry, he's strategic," while others said, "At least he said something, unlike most politicians." Podcasts, influencers, and political commentators debated every word, tone, and pause, dissecting JD's apology as if it were courtroom testimony. Was it sincere or just optics? In the digital age, the answer is often irrelevant. What matters is perception. This saga is a perfect example of how social media has transformed political life. A few seconds of video, combined with a single sentence of reflection, can dominate public conversation. The narrative unfolds in real time, driven not by journalists alone, but by millions of users with smartphones, creating reaction videos, memes, and viral content. This is a new era. Political figures no longer exist solely in press conferences or debates. They exist in TikTok compilations, Instagram comment threads, and YouTube reaction videos. Every gesture, every pause, every word can be amplified and reinterpreted within hours. For JD Vance, a brief interaction with Erika Kirk became a viral political and cultural phenomenon. For Usha, silence and composure became a strategy of reclaiming the narrative. And for Erika, stepping back from the spotlight meant the story continued without her active participation, yet she remained central to the discussion. Media coverage varied widely. Conservative outlets praised JD for his humility and family values, framing the apology as an authentic recognition of the sacrifices loved ones make in public life. Left-leaning outlets questioned the timing and sincerity, calling it a carefully orchestrated apology to mitigate potential fallout before upcoming political events. This divergence highlights how identical events are filtered through partisan lenses, creating separate narratives for different audiences. A single moment, one apology, is simultaneously seen as genuine, manipulative, heartfelt, and strategic, all depending on perspective. Of course, the internet didn't stop at analysis, memes, parodies, and reaction videos flooded every platform. Some users edited Usha's and JD's speeches together, calling it the forgiveness arc. Others created fake movie trailers titled The Apology, dramatizing the scandal as if it were a Hollywood plot. Even late-night hosts joined in, joking about JD's potential poll bump depending on the quality of his apology. Social media transformed a political event into entertainment, blurring the lines between real-life consequences and performative spectacle. In the digital age, scandals are consumed as content. Memes outlive nuance. Clips are shared more than context, and public opinion often forms faster than the facts can catch up. Despite the viral chaos, JD and Usha appear to be moving forward. Public appearances together, statements emphasizing family values, and careful media management suggest a deliberate effort to present a united front. JD's team reportedly emphasized family-focused content, faith, and values in their messaging, while limiting high-profile interactions with controversial figures. The apology and subsequent appearances weren't just moments of personal reflection. They were strategic steps to rebuild public perception. This saga is more than a viral scandal. It's a case study in modern political communication. It illustrates how public perception can rise, fall, and recover rapidly in the digital age. JD Vance's apology and Usha's composure show the power of optics, grace, and timing. Erika Kirk's absence demonstrates that even silence is interpreted, analyzed, and repurposed. Social media users, not just journalists, now shape political narratives, turning everyday gestures into nationwide debates. In short, politics and pop culture are inseparable in 2025. A hug, a glance, or a short sentence can dominate headlines, memes, and conversation for weeks, if not months. J.D. Vance's apology to Usha Vance after the Erika Kirk incident is a lesson in the complexities of modern public life. Whether genuine or calculated, it highlights the power of social media, the scrutiny of public perception, and the fine line politicians must navigate between personal life and public image. What do you think? Was J.D. Vance sincere, or was this smart timing? Comment below. I read every thought. Subscribe for more political and viral stories.